So greetings to you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Seven Schema. Today we're going to talk about numerology, the fundamentals. I don't know if you can see this anywhere. I doubt, but those in my training program are already introduced to this. So if you also wish to join my training program, you can also reach out to me. The website is sevenschema.com. But let's start with the fundamentals. Now, I don't want one thing that I've always tried to do is not to add religious beliefs to all these things. Yes, that's one of the things I've tried to do. So let's think much more clearer. So let's start. Why do we have numbers in the first place, and why do we study numbers? So numerology is the study of numbers. That's what it means. The study of numbers. So when you start to study numbers and the effect on human beings, just like science studies nature, and this is the same way. So the fundamentals of the study of numbers is most of our ancestors, were curious about how the universe really worked. There was a pattern to it, and so it means that the universe was actually programmed. So just like your phones were programmed, just like your TV is programmed, just like the planes are programmed, your cars are programmed. That's the same way the universe was also programmed. So there's no if you say there's a mystery behind it, then everything in the universe has a mystery behind it. Anyway, so it's not like we don't know it. It's just that we need to learn more about it to get to know it. That's just it, fact. That's why we have science. So that's what the study of numbers is also. And so if you look at it practically, most of our ancestors were curious. They understood that there was a pattern behind that they needed to know why, and that's where we started to observe the planets, especially the two major things that we always see in the sky: the sun and the moon. We always see the presence, and so those are one of the two things that we first studied: the sun and the moon. And that's why we have two major calendars. So every other calendar that is named from the two major calendars, which is the sun calendar and the moon calendar. Yes. So the sun calendar is the regular January to December that you all know. And the moon calendar is quite a little different. I mean, the moon is not always stable. So it's a little different. So it starts from, sometimes it fluctuates. It starts from February, sometimes in March. It depends. It's not stable. The moon is not always stable. And that's why in the study of numbers, I have taught this in my class. 1 represents sun, 2 represent moon. And that's why women also tend to have mood swing, because in the study of numbers, we also represent men with the sun and we represent women with the moon. Yeah, that's the way it works. So these are the things that you need to understand. These are the fundamentals. So that is where the study of numbers started. So counting, we started to count. Our ancestors started to count, in order to learn more about how the universe was being programmed. And that's why we now have the calendar. And that's why we now use the calendar to know the days, to know the months, to know the years. This is the main reason. And that's why up till now, when scientists want to, discover, want to use formula to discover how the universe works, they have to do calculations. Because that's the baseline of how you can recognize a pattern. Yes, in every single thing, you need, apart from the observation, you need to calculate in order to be more accurate in your analysis. So that's where the fundamentals of numbers started. And that's why you now have your birth date. And that's why your birth dates are based on the study of numbers, can also be used to also get certain patterns from you, discover how you and the universe actually interact, because everything is also programmed to work in a certain way. And that's the fundamentals. So you need to understand this principle. So a lot of people always think that maybe I probably have people that don't have access to this knowledge before. Now, when I talk to them, they always get scared of me. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get more information on how numbers works and how numbers affect you as a person. Right. So just like I was saying, also don't forget to also leave a comment. Your comment I also appreciated, so that I can know, if if you are getting to understand what I'm saying. And then some of the questions that you also raise in the comment, it can help me to also make much more better videos, that will be tailored towards you as a person. So that's just it. So as I said earlier, the reason why we study number, the reason why we have the calendar now is because we are curious about how the universe works. And we wanted to also use that to also get the pattern behind it. And that's why we're able to also get to know about ourselves. And that's why people always think that I have a supernatural power for looking at things like this. Because most of the time I tend to know things, based on that pattern. It looks like I have a sorcery power because I know the outcome. It's because I've studied the pattern behind the numbers. Nothing more than that. There's no sorcery power anywhere. So these are those the principles that we have to adhere to as people. These are the things that we have to understand as people without adding any religious beliefs to it. These are the fundamentals. So I'm going to see you all in my next video. In my next video, I'm going to talk about vibrations, vibration, because a lot of people have asked me questions, especially people in my consultation list. So if you also want to join my consultation list, you can also reach out to me so you get a proper reading for yourself. You get to know about yourself much more better. In case you're facing financial difficulties, you know why you're facing and how to, fix it. Relationship and marital issues, same thing. So these are just the principles. So don't forget to, leave a comment as well on how interesting this video is. All right, cheers.